So Andis finally did it. But is the Phenom any good? Let's see if this combo set is worth it. Let's get into the concise review.
CTB, you know who it is.
YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Concise the Barber, and we are back with another concise review. As y'all see, you see that your boy has the Phenom, the clipper and trimmer duo. We are definitely going to have to talk about this, man, because shout out to Andis. This is their first brushless motor combo set that is out right now by Andis, and there's a lot that we have to dive into when it comes to this combo set because y'all gonna want to hear what I have to say about it. But first things first, one of the main things we got to talk about is the price. This part I have mad respect for Andis for. When it comes to the Phenom clipper, right? You'll see on their website, once it's available, it is $149.99. The Andis Phenom trimmer is $119.99. This combo set is under $300. That in itself is amazing. So shout out to Andis for keeping the price budget friendly, where a lot of people can really feel like this is going to be a very affordable set for them. So that is dope. So let's get into the power and battery life. The power and battery life, I'm not mad at it. When it comes to power, the clipper has 7,000 RPMs and the trimmer has 7,200 RPMs. So I'm not mad at that. I'm glad that it's around that range, about 6,800 and up. I can do well with that, especially it being brushless. It's gonna do some good work and it's gonna last. Now, when it comes to the battery life, the Phenom clipper, I was kind of surprised about this. It's 2.5 hours of a runtime, which most brushless motors, they give you a charge time of half of that. So let's just say between an hour and 25 minutes to 90 minutes of a charge time when it comes to the Andis Phenoms. Not mad at it, but 2.5 was kind of interesting because when it comes to the Phenom trimmer, this is a 4-hour runtime with most likely a 2-hour charge time. So 2.5 hours runtime, 4 hours of a runtime. I'm not sure why, but that's what they did. Not mad at it, but I'm curious on why 4 hours here, but only 2 here. But we'll get more into the video to see what's what. So this is one of the parts which I have talked about many, many times over. Let's get straight into the packaging, right? When y'all purchase the Phenom clippers, you'll see right when you open up the box, you'll see the clipper and then you'll see the charging dock, of course. But what's underneath the box is, I'm glad that they did this, right? So of course, you got your charging dock, you have charger adapter, the USB-C cord that goes with it because this thing is USB-C. You got your oil, you got your brush. Now this thing does have 3 lids. You'll see the lids that, the interchangeable lids that it comes with. And if y'all didn't notice, there are some purple double magnet guards in the packaging. Not just 2 like how they had with the Phaze Blade, not just 2, but all 5 guards. The 0 guard all the way up to the number 4 guard comes in this packaging. And yes, this is $149.99. That is mad respect for Andis for taking that route, giving us more quality in that way when it comes to the packaging. So this is stuff that is honestly what I have been waiting for us to really have in our packaging, especially at that price point. Like, it's gonna be very competitive for other brands. So shout out to Andis for that. Now, when it comes to the trimmer trimmer does have trimmer guards with it. It's like 3 attachment combs. If you are in that type of field, in that lane, you can use them. I preferably don't use trimmer guards, but you can. But this also has a charging dock, USB-C cord, cleaning brush, oil, and it has the interchangeable lids as well. And this is what you're getting with $120. $120, $150. And they're both having charging docks with USB-C. Shout out to Andis for the packaging. Y'all did an amazing job with that. I am glad that we are starting to see the quality beyond not just the clipper alone, but just what comes with it. Mad respect to Andis for that. So now let's get into the design. So we're gonna talk about this because some people are gonna look at this design and say, you know what, Concise, you know, I seen something similar to it. It looks like a real typical type of clipper, but I'm gonna tell y'all some stuff. Y'all know me, I'm very observant, so I gotta talk about it. So there is this rubber grip right here. There's this rubber grip right here. I do love it. It does literally sit where my thumb sits, so I'm not mad at that. I like that this does bevel in. I mean, it's not a thumbprint, but it does bevel in. So if I did need to get close, I do feel good with that. It has the click lever without, you know, seeing the clicks, like invisible clicks. I like that. The gold is matte. It's not real shiny, so the reflection is not gonna be a problem. Like I said, it does have the USB-C, and when you sit on the charging dock, when you sit on the charging dock, you'll see how it charges. And nice Andis, the battery indicator right there. The battery indicator right there with the Andis logo. Not a problem. When you flip it over, you will see that it has some grooves. You'll see that let me close it. You'll see that it has some grooves right here and also on the back. I do like that. The blade just says Phenom on it with the Andis logo with some black screws. This is nice, right? So I just found this out literally not that long ago. Now it definitely says it on the box, but I didn't pay the box that much attention until I was doing a deep dive into like everything that this thing can do, right? So Andis finally did it. It's a detachable, adjustable blade. It snaps back on. I know some of y'all probably seen something like that before. I have too as well, but the fact that the Andis has it, now, there's so much they can do with that, honestly. So shout out to Andis for giving us this option right here. I can't wait till this already have certain blades just set up, pop this thing off, pop it back on, and call it a day, right? So it being brushless, we know that it's not going to be the loudest clipper, so I will show you guys the sound test, but I just wanted to throw that out there. But talking about this blade is a DLC coated Phaze blade. It is the 4-out blade to the OA blade. That is the range that it says it can do. And I will have to say, when I do cut with it, I do like this blade. Now, I did think there was a little bit of a difference between this one and the black label one, but it might not be at all. But I'll let y'all be the judge of that. But for me, I do like the deep tooth of this. I also like the deep tooth of the cutting blade. Really nice, man. And the click lever, like I said before, but the lever itself, it's kind of basic. There's nothing to really say much about it, but like that really stands out. But it is a good click lever. I do like that. Like it's really fluent. I do like that feel in my hand. So let's talk about the design of this trimmer. So the trimmer is basically the same as the clipper. Now, one thing you'll notice is that it does not have the same exact type of grooves. I'm sorry, let me get this up here. It does not have the same type of grooves that the clipper has. It just has this one smooth hump at the bottom, in the back, and basically that's that. And you got the rubber grip right here that you can use. Same USB-C. Now the charging docks, you cannot just interchange the charging docks. These are different sizes, so it doesn't just really fit. On and off buttons are the same, so it's basically almost the same, except it doesn't have the ergonomic touch on the clipper like it does on the trimmer. Now this Phenom blade, this is a deep tooth DLC blade, and I was kind of surprised with some of the things that they've done with the trimmer blade. There is a difference, and I will be talking about that in a later video because I really want to do like a full in-depth when it comes to this blade and how different and why it's different to the other blades that they have, and also to some other blades some other company has. So, you know, that being said, this is their version. I do like this blade. It is kind of interesting. I liked the fact that he went the deep tooth route, because if they didn't, I don't know, I probably would have told them they should have went the deep tooth route, to be honest. But first brushless trimmer, and you really can't be mad at this setup, right? Okay. All right, we got all that out the way. Let's get to the nitty gritty. Let's get to the performance. How well does the Phenom clipper and trimmer perform? Now, I'm glad that I had a day where I had a lot of hair textures, different hair textures in the shop. This clipper and trimmer combo set literally cuts perfectly fine with any hair texture. And one thing that I do like about it, when it comes to the clipper, let's say I balled out with the trimmer, which does an amazing job. With the clipper, I didn't adjust the clipper at all. I did adjust the trimmer. I did make the cutting blade, I moved it up just a little bit. But when it comes to the clipper, it blends right in with the trimmer, and I had no problems with blending it in. And it cuts well. You can hear a crunch when you're using it. Both of them have like a nice smooth crunch sound, so you always know where you're at when you're cutting, to be honest. And I do like how this thing cuts. Like it gives me a nice smooth cut. I also like the weight of it. The balance, this does have a little bit of weight to it, and I'll show you guys a small clip of how much it weighs, but this thing does have a nice weight to it. So when you guys are using this, you're gonna know that it's just basically, you're just gonna be sitting, you're just gonna be like this, having it in your hand, and you're just gonna be just using a clipper, because ergonomically and just weight balance wise, it's like perfect. So performance wise, this thing does work well. It cuts well, it fades out well, it removes bulk well. Had no problems with that. The blade has not got warm on me. Well, let me say like this, the blade has warmed up some, but it didn't get hot to the point that it's like, you know what, let me go ahead and switch this out and use something else. So I do like that. And same thing with the trimmer. The trimmer, honestly, this thing balls out amazing. I do like that. Now, it could be because it's new, but sometimes when you get stuff that is new, it doesn't always perform as, you know, its best. Sometimes you got to break it in. But these, you don't have to break in. They're just ready to go. And I'm kind of glad that it was. So balding out, not a problem. You still hear that crunch sound when you're using it. Lineups, it is good for lineups. It's a great all-around trimmer. It is different from the M-Force, but I'll talk about that in a different video. But I do like this trimmer set. Like, I like what they're doing and where they're going with this. The fact that they did that whole detachable blade thing, fire. This Phenom trimmer, you know, you zero gap this thing, it's gonna hit and bald out very, very well. You're not gonna have a problem. And I did notice when I did when I did adjust the blade, and I did use this behind my client's neck, and they didn't feel no irritation. Did any of that feel sharp or no?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I can rock with that. I'm glad that it, you know, that the blade is set up that way that it doesn't cause any irritation. So when it comes to these, yo, Andis, y'all did it. Y'all came out with a brushless motor set. We appreciate you. We thank y'all for coming out with the price range of where it's at. You guys could have went somewhere completely different with it, but you chose not to. You also gave us more value when it comes to the packaging, especially in the clipper, but you still gave us charging docks, even though both of these are under $150. So thank you, Andis, for giving us this set. I didn't think that it would be at that price. I thought it would be just a little bit more, just to be honest. I definitely thought these would be like $129, $145 or something like that. And these like be $179, $189. But I appreciate the price range. I think a lot of people will appreciate the price range as well. Now, is this something that's going to stay on my station? The Phenom clippers, I do have a lot of Andis products already. If y'all don't know, I do like the MV2s. I do like the black labels. I do have the original masters. I have the corded ones. Are these going to stay on my station? Very much so. It's going to stay on my station. I definitely have room for these. I'm just a person that love to have a lot of clippers. You're going to love this set if you are in the market for a clipper and trimmer combo set. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, under $300 for these two together, you can't beat that. It's a brushless motor, so it's gonna do well with all hair textures. This blade is amazing. You're gonna hear the crunch. This blade is great, all around trimmer blade. You can't go wrong with it. So for me, it is an easy combo to buy. Am I saying it's a must? I can't say that it's a must, but it's very innovative. Like, it's not very innovative, but I'm glad that they start adding different things into their flow. Yeah, If y'all are in the market though, I mean, I would definitely say pick these up. But if you feel like you already got your set and you're already good where you're at, then that's perfectly fine, you know. But I will say that I'm glad that I did receive these. So shout out to Andis for sending me these. And yeah, y'all, this is my concise review. Andis, y'all did it. Y'all finally did it. Y'all gave us a brushless motor and y'all did not miss. I appreciate y'all and thank y'all for watching. And I'll leave a link in the description below once the product is available. I'm not sure if they're gonna be doing pre-orders, but it's an easy grab for me, you know, if I was in the market, but it's really up to y'all. But that's it. Your boy Concise is out. And just thank y'all again. This is the dope combo set. Y'all be blessed.
CTB. You know who it is.